you prat! Well done, mate. Well done. Open your friggin' eyes. Good morning, folks. How are we all doing? As you can see, I'm out on the Brian. Not sure how long for, because there's threats of thunderstorms and all sorts today. But I got me waterproof, so it don't matter. Right, as you may have seen from a little short I put up the other week, because I don't know when this is actually going up on the channel, I've replaced the handlebars on the Brian. The original bars were Royal Enfield supplied. They are factory standard, but they're braced. Black braced bars. Very nice, part of the touring pack or whatever they call it, I think, where you get them, the handlebars, the panniers, and I believe the crash bars as well. All came with the bike when I bought him. But they're okay. They're nice bars, a little bit vibey. I always felt they were a little bit not quite substantial enough. Tiny bit vibey. Almost flexible. Which I wasn't overly fussed on. Ooh! Maybe just come loose. Gotta tighten that up at some point. Yeah, I wasn't 100% happy with the cross brace bars. They're good bars, don't get me wrong. But I always felt as if they were a little bit flexible, especially when you're off-road. They probably weren't, it's probably just me. More than likely, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them, I just mentally I wasn't happy. They were a little bit wider than these, and I believe a little bit lower. They felt lower, I haven't measured them, but they certainly felt lower. They are definitely slightly wider, about 20mm wider I believe. Which is noticeable, especially when it comes around to throwing this thing around corners and roundabouts. One thing I've always loved about the Brian is, even though it runs a 21-inch front wheel and in my case semi-knobbly tyres, the handling is amazing. And you really can't throw this thing around like there's no tomorrow. Quite impressive. You know, budget suspension, budget tyres. Yeah, it is noticeable that the truckability is slightly reduced by the fact they're slightly narrower bars. But that's probably just a matter of me getting used to it, because this is the first ride I've done with the new bars on. And my new handguards. Now why exactly are we doing 30 miles an hour on a 50? Well, it's because there's a van holding us up, obviously. Another brave soul out in the wet. Yeah, as I was saying, first ride on the bike with the new bars fitted. I bought them second hand off eBay. They did come with the bar end weights, which I haven't bothered fitting. They're extremely heavy, the standard bar end weights, and they won't exactly fit very well with these handguards. These handguards also came from eBay. I believe they're called Venom, like the film. Or the poison, snake poison, whatever you want to call it. They're similar to bag busters, same style, where you have the aluminium bracket that mounts to the end of the handlebars and a adjustable bracket middle handlebars. As you can see, there's various mounting points. I had these once before on my Aprilia Pegaso, which is going way back. 7-8 years. Now I owned my Pegaso for well over 3 years. Rode it every day in all weathers, all sorts of places. I decided it was time to let it go after a while because I'd bought another bike, I couldn't afford the two at the time. So I sold it to my nephew, who's also owned it for about 3 to 4 years. He recently part X'd it for a new bike for himself, so well done to him. Yeah, in those years of both of us owning it, we never had an issue with the handguards. I I did drop the Aprilia a couple of times and nothing got broken, so that was a bonus. So yeah, at the moment these bars feel absolutely fine. Yeah, I've got to learn to use my body more than my arms for the steering, as it were. What I've always done with the Himalayan is sort of throw it around by the handlebars. Whereas I need to put a bit more physical body input in with these ones. Not a drama. Just a matter of learning a slightly different technique of riding. Okay, let's buzz up this lane, because it's rather fun. Yay! Don't you just love blind corners when people come round and don't even give you room? I'll tell you what I have noticed, and there was a similar comment by somebody else, another Himalayan owner, I believe was on the Himalayan, South Hills Himalayan Owners group, same as me. These bars are definitely less vibey than the braced ones. The braced ones are aluminium. I don't know what these are made of. The braced bars don't have the welded slugs in the end to mount their bar end weights. These do. So that may be the reason why these are slightly less vibey. Maybe, maybe not, who knows. Had to make a few adjustments to the setup, moving levers, etc. because of these braces. I had to angle the braces up slightly higher than I wanted to. I wanted them further down, but I couldn't because of the screen. Take a gear, Grumps. When you put on full locks, get the steering lock, these actually almost touch the screen and the clock's dash. What I also had to do on the screen is, if you know Himalayas, they are adjustable. You can move, there's two holes down there for the rear mount of the screen. You take the little rubber bung out, move it up or down, depending on your preference, and refit the screen, which is exactly what I had to do. I had to mount it further forward to where it was before, which I wasn't overly fussed on, because I did try that a while ago, and from what I remember, it caused quite a bit of buffering on the helmet, which I was not so keen on. Although I was wearing a different helmet. In my opinion, my humble opinion, is it worth changing the bars from the cross brace to standard? Yes, I think it is. As I say, they feel a lot less vibey. I can fit handguards, which with the cross brace bars was an absolute nightmare. Due to where the cross brace was, these would not fit, which meant you had to have bars that only mounted on the ends. Now the stock Himalayan ones don't fit because they're designed to screw into the welded slugs at the end of standard bars. Of course the cross brace don't have that, and they are extremely heavy. And aftermarket ones that only mount on the end of the handlebars, similar to the standard Enfield ones, are absolute junk. I bought a set, they just kept falling down. Hit a bump and they dropped. Bloody useless. Whoa, you prat! Well done, mate. Well done. Open your friggin' eyes. Now that may not look too close on the GoPro, but it was quite close, I can assure you. That was both brakes and hard braking. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I've been literally babbling for God knows how long. I'm sure you're fed up hearing me. And I shall say, as always, whatever you're doing, folks, please be safe, ride safe, and have fun. And of course, statutory ending to keep Mrs. Scrumps happy. Big dog. No, that wasn't a statutory ending. Statutory ending is toodles! Right, let's go and see who else wants to try and kill me today. Mr. Flashy RS driver on his phone doesn't indicate. There you go, you can see him in the mirror on his phone.